So how do you add a checkbox in Google Sheets? The fastest and easiest way is to select one or multiple cells, then click on the Insert menu and Checkbox. Once you have a checkbox, you can copy and paste it around, or you can click and drag from the lower right when you have a cell selected. You can drag down, you can drag over, and so forth. Another way you can insert a checkbox, let's say you want to add it on the entire column. So we can select the whole thing, hold down Control, and then click on the top row. And this selects all of our rows in that column. And again, we could do insert checkbox. Another way is to use data validation. And so one way is through here on the insert menu, or we can right click and then we can go to drop down, or if you see data validation, either one of those works as well. And so let's go ahead and go here. And then what we want to do is change this criteria from drop down and then scroll down until we find checkbox. And this is where we can then use custom cell values or set other options. We'll go ahead and check that out here in a moment. Once we have these checkboxes here, we can scroll down and see that they're applied all the way down. You can adjust them like text, and so you can decrease the size here. You can also change the color and see those modified as well. And so with that, you can also do conditional formatting and change the colors accordingly there as well. Now, if you have a column of checkboxes and you want to toggle them, maybe you have where you select them as you go throughout, but then you want to reset. Instead of unclicking on each one manually, what you can do is select the entire column or row and then hit the space bar. And if you hit the space bar once, it's going to select them all as true. And if you hit it again, it will deselect all of them. Now, when I have existing data, so I already have true and false, for example, in this column, I can still add checkboxes. And so if I'm going to go ahead and select this column, hold down Control and click on that top one. So I'm just selecting this data. Now, one thing I want to draw your attention to is this data is actually only going down to row 22. And same thing with this yes, no. And I want to show you that as we move forward with this. So again, we can go to Insert Checkbox, or we can select this and then right click and go to drop down here. And then again, we'd want to change this to checkbox. And you can see those are now populating with those trues already selected. And you can see that the checkboxes are down here as well. So at this point, we're good to go. Now, if we want to remove the checkboxes from here, what we're going to want to do is go to Data and Data Validation. And then over here, you can see we have this checkbox rule. So if we click on this, what we're going to want to do is delete this one from there. So I can do this and hit done, and you can see it converts them back. Now, one thing to note is if we scroll down, you can see now all the rest of these are false. And so there's that text value that gets associated with the checkbox. And so if you want to see this over here, we can do equals and that checkbox. And you can see those are false as well. And so if we hit check, then it turns to true. But every checkbox has a value associated with it. And you can also see it here in this formula bar. Now, interesting thing is you can actually delete this. And you can see that checkbox is still there, but that text is gone. And if we refer to it, there's nothing coming through. Now notice this doesn't happen if I hit delete in the cell. I have to go to the formula bar and delete it here. And now it converts to a blank. Now if I hit check, then it goes to true, uncheck, and it goes back to false. This is intriguing behavior with the checkbox, but you can use it to your advantage. And we're going to see that here in a moment when we get to this other tab. Now, next, before we get there, let's go ahead and look at a yes, no. So if we want to convert this to a checkbox, so I selected this data, and again, notice that we're only going to row 22. And I'm going to right click, go to drop down, change this to checkbox. And currently we're having a little bit of an error. And the reason is because the default is true false. But we can go to custom cell values, change this to yes and no. And keep in mind, you can use this for any set of data where you're going to have two possible values. And so you can use yes, no, 1, 2, 1, 0, true, false, whatever you want to use here, as long as there's only 2 possible options. And then we can click done. And you can see now that those are working like that. And so if we do this reference equals to here, we can see these are yes and no. Now, if we go into delete these checkboxes, and so it's showing up right here for me, but I'm going to show you how to get to it from here again. So you can go data validation, you see it there. One thing to keep in mind is if you select this, right click and go to drop down, for example, it tries to immediately add a different one for us. And so that's a little goofy. So another thing you can do here, instead of going to drop down, go to view more cell actions, go to data validation, and then it just brings up those rules instead of trying to immediately apply. Now in this case, you can hover over these rules and you can see which ones is applied to. So for example, this one you can see it's applied to here. So now if we hit remove rule, it just removes the rule without deleting the underlying values. Because again, if I just go here and select this and hit delete, it deletes checkboxes, but also deletes all the data. So if I just want to delete the checkbox, but not the underlying data, then I can go here and hit that trash can icon and it converts those back to yeses and nos. But again, if you remember, this only went to 22. It did add nos down below. All right, so where are we going with this? So we have these set up. So this is how you can add checkboxes, how you can add them to existing data. And I want to look at another thing here is what if you have some data and you want to use either a filter formula or a query formula to display that data somewhere else. So either one works the same way. And so if I just do query example like this, and maybe I'll just do a simple thing. Let's say select all where B is not null, meaning where B is not blank. You can see that data pulls through. Now the only issue here is on a display side, it's showing up as true false. So if we wanted this to show up as checkboxes, there's a couple ways we could do this. Well, first of all, if we don't have this formula in here, we can come in here and add these checkboxes. Then if we come and add that formula, we run into an error. And the reason why is because when you use a query or a filter, these cells have to be blank for it to fill in. But as we just saw before, these actually have a value behind them. So one way we can do this is we can come up here in the formula bar, delete that, and then drag this down. And you can see now this query formula can populate with those checkboxes. Now another thing we can do, let's say we started with the data in here. If I come in here and then do like we did before and go to insert checkboxes, now it's showing up correctly. And so you may think this is right, but one thing we will show you here is if we add a new row, Daniel, and let's say 10,000, it's still running into error. Now, if you notice the difference, in the first one it said I2, now this one says I11, which is this row. So if we look here, these don't have anything in them. So it's just a shell checkbox, if you will. If we get down to 11, there's that false. And so that's just one thing to keep in mind is, so in this case, we could just drag it down from the top and you can see now it's working correctly. And if we click on this one, there's nothing here. That's just one thing to keep in mind is if you have these checkboxes and you want to display data in them, but you're not actually typing directly in them, to make sure that they are actually blank and they don't have anything filled into them. All right, so that is it for today's video. I hope that helps you to see how you can quickly and easily insert checkboxes, how you can add them over existing data, whether that's true or false, or yes or no, or other options like that. Make sure to check out the other videos on our channel for more tutorials on both Google Sheets and AppScript. And as always, have a great day.